As their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Burke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Burke. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
For the Packers.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Williams to return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Mayfield, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and that will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. 3rd down here.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
On 3rd down, Burke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one will go down as 33 yards of a third down conversion.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
Operating from the gun, Burke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Burke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st down, Burke. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
The kicker on
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
for the point after.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for the offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Looking deep for his tight, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. It's a foot race. The 20.
Woo! Give me some.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Packers.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That throw into the arms of Allen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 6.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
His throw incomplete.
intended for Keenan Allen. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Nick Chubb. Incomplete.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. 21-0 our score after 1.
Score Packers 21. Browns nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the...
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the
33-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Zach Ertz. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
The kicker on
Point after try forthcoming. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to...
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Burke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
The Browns.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They give the Chubb out of the gun. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
So the false start will back them up 5. And that'll set them back 5. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
The Browns will line up.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
The kicker on.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on second down. Mayfield, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run, it's a first down.
First down.
Mayfield to throw it. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
No gain on the play.
Play fake. Mayfield out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw again, Burke. And that'll be incomplete. Burke took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Burke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
First and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Zach Ertz on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And then we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And this will be a Packers first down as he gets this up past the 30. 11 yards there, first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
Throwing on first down, Burke. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, that's good,
Throwing again, Burke. Making the catch is Sternberger. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Off play action, Burke. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Packers 42, Browns 18.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Able to complete this to Chenault. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st down.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Laviska Chenault, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
King there defensively.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield off the play fake. Now Mayfield lost the football. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for 2nd down. Nearly picked off. Almost had it. Bad pass. 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Denzel Mims, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to Keenan Allen.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They'll run with Chubb. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete.
Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Browns get a score closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, this is taken in, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Burke. And And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand. And the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out. It got his man complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 63 yards.
First and 10.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back now at Lambeau.
49.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Touchdown, Packers! Jay Sternberger there to make the grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
The Packers
trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20.
21 yards.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To number 2.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Able to get there and pick it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
It's a pickup of
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
a 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Burke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
They'll try again with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Is good.
Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, He had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
There's less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
15 yards on the play, first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, 5.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Curtis Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers add on to their lead.
For the point after.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise,